So we are seeing some examples of maximal, minimal, greatest and least elements. In this Hayes diagram, A and B are the minimal elements, but there is no least element. E and F are similarly maximal elements, but there is no greatest element. Okay, because you don't get a unique element which is preceded by every other element. So there is no greatest element, there is no least element. Do you understand this? So such type of diagram you will have. Okay. Next example, we will have very simple. I am drawing very small Hayes diagrams. So here the relation is A comma C, you have B comma C. This is the only relation you have, right? Okay. This is your relation. And your you have A less equal C, you have B less equal C. So what can you say about A and B? What are they? What are A and B?
Minimal.
Yes, correct. A and B are minimal elements. Okay, and is there any least element? Is there any least element in this figure?
No.
No. There is no least element. Okay, what can you say about C now? What is C?
Greatest element.
Correct.
Greatest.
C is the greatest element. Okay, because every element precedes C. A and B both. Other than C, every element precedes C. C is the greatest element. So in this Hayes diagram, you have the greatest element, but you don't have the least element. Okay. Then now if I draw like this.
Ma'am, C is also the maximal element, right?
Yes. C is also the maximal element. And it is unique. Therefore, it is the greatest. C is also maximal element. Now here, I will give different names to avoid confusion. PQR. So what can you say now?
Is the least element.
P is the minimal element and P is the least element, right?
Yes. And Q and R are the maximal elements.
Correct. Q and R are the maximal elements. So
There is
if
no
you
greatest.
want, there is no
There is
greatest
no
element. There is no greatest element. There is no greatest element. So if you want to have the least and the greatest element, it should be a closed figure. You understand the point?
Yes.
So if the greatest and least elements exist, then they are unique. Okay, in the POSIT. If they exist. So it is not compulsory that in every POSIT there is the least and the greatest element. Okay, so we have a theorem on this. Right, very small theorem and very easy one. Let us quickly do it. First one, the greatest element of a POSIT Yeah, the first one, the greatest element of a poset, if it exists, is unique. So we want to prove the uniqueness which depends on the existence. So we will assume that there is greatest element, and in fact we will assume that as we want to prove uniqueness, we will assume the contradiction. We are using indirect method of logic. What you want to prove, what is your conclusion, take its negation as a premise. Do you understand me, girls? What I am saying,
Yes,
आपको
ma'am.
जो प्रूव करना है उसका निगेशन ले लो. So we will write if possible. This is very important. If possible, suppose a poset P less than or equal to has two greatest elements. Say A and B. Now, as A is the greatest element, see there are many elements in P and there is B also, okay? B also belongs to P and A also belongs to P. Now, as A is the greatest element, A is, sorry, A is the greatest element I am saying. That means X is less equal A for all X belong to P. Correct? Are you getting it? Yes or no? A is the greatest element, मतलब A
Yes.
सबसे ऊपर है. Every element precedes A and so B also precedes A. Because B भी कहाँ पे है? वो greatest element है लेकिन वो P में है ना? And now you are assuming that A is the greatest element. So every element precedes A. So हमें ये एक relation मिला है. Now we will have another relation, another this thing we will consider. Now we will consider B as the greatest element. Now, as B is the greatest element, what I have every X is less equal B. Every element precedes B also. That means A also has to precede B. Right? So what does these two what do these two imply? B less equal A and A less equal B. What do they imply?
That A is equal to B.
Yes, by antisymmetry of the relation. Therefore, we have A less than or equal to B and B less than or equal to A. And this is possible only when A is equal to B. So we initially considered that A and B are different elements, but they are same elements. Okay. So this is antisymmetry we are using, antisymmetry of the relation. Okay. As less equal is a partial order relation, it is antisymmetric. Therefore, greatest element is unique. The greatest element is unique. Similarly, you can do the least element. Okay. So similarly, prove for the least element. Homework है आपका. Prove that least element is unique. Okay. Okay. Now we are slowly moving towards defining lattices. आज हम lattices define करके रहेंगे. Okay. And we will have few examples. Then we can stop. Let us see how much we can complete. Did you have continuous lectures from the morning?
Yes,
आ-
ma'am.
8 बजे से कंटिन्यूस लेक्चर्स चल रहे हैं.
Yes.
ओके, तो आपका पेशेंस आपको कहाँ तक ले जा सकता है? हाउ मच टाइम यू कैन पुल ऑन योरसेल्फ?
10 minutes.
व्हाट? 10 minutes?
Ma'am, up to 2:10, then break.
Yes, of course we will have an half an hour break completely, okay? Because I don't want you to get exhausted and everything सर से चला जा रहा है ऊपर से. I don't want that to happen. So we should have a break definitely. So whatever time this meeting gets over, after that we'll have a half an hour break, okay? यहाँ तक सबको समझ में आ रहा है ना क्या क्या चल रहा है? हमने कैसे कैसे प्रोसीड किया? पोसेट के बाद हमने लीस्ट एलिमेंट, ग्रेटेस्ट एलिमेंट देखा, हेज डायग्राम देखा. नाउ वी वांट टू डिफाइन अपर बाउंड्स. अपर बाउंड, okay? So what is upper bound? Let us see that. Let P be a poset. Sorry, I should always write and you should always write P less equal. Okay, this is the notation we need to follow. P less equal be a poset. And A is some subset of P. So you are choosing some elements of P and you are calling it as A. Okay. If there exists an element U in P, U belongs to P, such that every element of P is less equal, or every element of A, is less equal that U. U is in P, but X is in A. That means ultimately X is in P only for every X belongs to A. That means you are taking subset, na? A is a subset of P. That means the elements which are in A, they are obviously in P. Okay. Then U is called an upper bound of the set A. Okay. So let us first have an example. So what is set P? P contains A, B, C, D, E, and F. Okay, let A be the subset of P. I'm taking A as, say, B and C. Okay, I'm taking A as a subset of P. So, I want one element of P any one element of P such that B is less equal that and C is also less equal that. From the Hayes diagram, can you tell me any element of P such that B is less equal that and C is also less equal that? B is less equal which elements, tell me? Itself छोड़ के, हाँ? Yeah, we can write that also. B is less equal B. Reflexive relation है. B is less equal which elements now, tell me? B के ऊपर वाले लोग बताओ. B is less equal C है? Yes. Then B is less equal D है क्या? है ना?
Yes.
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 Then
B is less equal E.
E, correct, because B is less equal C and C is less equal E. So by transitivity, B is less equal E. Then B is less equal F है क्या? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. अभी बताओ C का बताओ, हमें इन दोनों एलिमेंट्स का देखना है, B एंड C का. C is less equal itself है? B is less equal C है, इसका मतलब C less equal B नहीं है, because the relation is not symmetric, it is antisymmetric. अभी बताओ C less equal और क्या क्या है? C and D में कुछ कंपैरिजन है क्या? C and D?
No.
No, they are at the same level. So what can you say about
C is
C
less
now?
equal E.
C is less equal E and C is less
C is
equal.
less equal F.
तो हमें ऐसे एलिमेंट्स चाहिए such that B and C both are less equal them. ऐसे कौन कौन से एलिमेंट्स मिले हमें? पहला C मिला,
E and F.
C मिला ना कि नहीं? C भी मिला ना? रिफ्लेक्सिविटी आती है ना? कॉमन देखो B और C के.
C, E and F.
C, E and F. So what can I say? C, E and F are upper bounds of B and C. Do you understand it? Do you understand it?
Upper bound of set A.
Yes, that means B and C, na?
Yes, yes.
हाँ, लिखो, इसके आगे लिखो. Therefore, C क्या क्या था? C, E and F. C, E and F are upper bounds of the set A. सो अपर बाउंड्स जो लिखे जाते हैं वो मिनिमम 2 एलिमेंट्स के लिए लिखे जाते हैं, सिंगल एलिमेंट के लिए नहीं लिखे जाते हैं वैसे. ओके नाउ टेल मी, इसमें आपको क्या मिलता है? I wrote B is less equal C, B is less equal E, B is less equal F. Right? C is less equal C, C is less equal E, and C is less equal F. ओके, सो सी, ई और एफ में क्या हो रहा है? C is less equal both E and F, right? Okay. So C is called as the least upper bound. That is LUB. Okay, अगर आपने हेज डायग्राम में जाके देखा तो C इन दोनों से नीचे है, दिख रहा है आपको? C इन दोनों से नीचे है, तो B और C का लीस्ट अपर बाउंड कौन है? C है. डू यू अंडरस्टैंड इट? देखो ये तीनों अपर बाउंड्स है, सी, ई एंड एफ ऑल आर अपर बाउंड्स. ओके, सी, ई, एफ आर अपर बाउंड्स, बट C is less equal E and C is less equal F. Therefore, C is least upper bound of the set A. Do you understand it? तो सारे अपर बाउंड्स में आपको
Yes,
एक ऐसा मिलेगा जो बाकी सारे एलिमेंट्स को प्रिसीड करता है, बाकी सारे अपर बाउंड्स को प्रिसीड करता है, तो उस अपर बाउंड को हम लीस्ट अपर बाउंड कहते हैं. ओके, द अपर बाउंड विच प्रिसीड्स ऑल अदर अपर बाउंड्स इज कॉल्ड एज द लीस्ट अपर बाउंड. इज दैट ओके? Okay, the upper bound which precedes all other upper bounds is called the least upper bound. That is LUB. Okay. Similarly, what can we define? We defined upper bound. Similarly, what we can define?
lower bound.
Lower bounds. Okay. ये लिखा सबने? LUB and GLB we are going to use very frequently in lattices. Okay. So these two concepts are very important, girls. Now lower bounds. लोअर बाउंड की डेफिनेशन पहले लिखते हैं. अगेन, let P less equal be a poset and A is some subset of P. If there exists an element L that is in P such that L is less than or equal to X for every X belongs to A, then L is called a lower bound of A, of the set A. Okay, so I'm going back to the diagram. See, क्या था डायग्राम में, क्या थी, ये थी ना. A, B, C, D, E. ऐसा ही था ना? A, B, C, D, E, F. A, B, C, D, E, and F. Okay, please make the correction. A, B, C, D, E, F. Now I am considering A as again the same set, B and C. So can you tell me one element from A, B, C, D, E, F? My P is A, B, C, D, E, F. I want one element from P. L belongs to P such that that element is less equal B होना चाहिए and that element is less equal C भी होना चाहिए. From the diagram, can you tell me?
A.
Yes, A. A is less equal B and A is less equal C. And there is only one element, right? Therefore, A is a lower bound of the set A. Okay, or you can say A is a lower bound of B and C. So at a time, दो elements का आपको करना है, 2-3 elements का. Rather, we always consider every pair of elements. And A is the only lower bound. A is the only lower bound, right? Now we can define greatest lower bound. Okay, greatest lower bound. We will define this and we'll define the lattice and then we will stop. Okay, the greatest lower bound, and it is abbreviated as GLB, greatest lower bound. Okay, so what is the greatest lower bound? A lower bound is the greatest lower bound if every lower bound precedes it. Every lower bound precedes it. Least upper bound में क्या था? The least upper bound is the upper bound which precedes every upper bound. यहाँ पे क्या है? Every lower bound precedes this. So यहाँ पे हमारे पास एक ही मिला था A. B और C के लिए एक ही लोअर बाउंड मिला था A. सपोज मैं अभी सेट चेंज करती हूं. If I take the elements C and E, C and E लेती हूं मैं एलिमेंट्स. तो C और E का हम ग्रेटेस्ट लोअर बाउंड ढूंढते हैं. बता सकते हो मुझे जल्दी जल्दी? C और E का ग्रेटेस्ट लोअर बाउंड क्या हो सकता है? मैं एक सेट ले रही हूँ B, C और E का. So what are the lower bounds of B? Can you tell me lower bounds of B?
AB.
Yes. See, A is less equal C. A is less equal E. Then B is less equal C. B is less equal E. What about D? C and D? C is less equal C. C is also less equal E. C is less equal C and C is less equal E है ना? Yes or no? Relation is reflexive, right?
Yes.
Yes. So the lower bounds of C and E are what? C और E के lower bounds क्या क्या है?
A, B,
A,
C.
B, C are the lower bounds of C and E. And which lower bound? ऐसा कौन सा लोअर बाउंड है जिसे सारे लोअर बाउंड्स प्रिसीड करते हैं?
C.
C है, देखो, A is less equal C, B is less equal C, right? So A and B precede C. A and B precede C. Therefore, C is the greatest lower bound. देखो, C और E, जब C बॉटम लोअर पोजीशन पे होता है, E अपर पोजीशन पे होता है, तो इन दोनों का ग्रेटेस्ट लोअर बाउंड लोअर पोजीशन का एलिमेंट आएगा एंड लीस्ट अपर बाउंड अपर पोजीशन का एलिमेंट आएगा. E वुड बी देयर लीस्ट अपर बाउंड एंड C वुड बी देयर greatest lower bound. Okay, I hope you have understood these concepts. We will have some example of a bounded lattice. हमारा वाला जो आता है D वाला, उसमें हम लेते हैं. ये हो गया क्या लिख के सबका?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, एक लेते हैं सेट. हम कौन सा ले सकते हैं बताओ अभी आप? D कौन सा नंबर आपको लेना है? बोलो ना. D24 क्या है डिवाइजर्स D24 के?
1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 6.
So there are 8 elements again. हाँ, 8 elements है. तो कैसा शेप आना चाहिए? मैंने कहा क्यूबिकल, क्यूब आना चाहिए. हाँ, तो सबसे नीचे होगा 1, सबसे ऊपर होगा 24. यहाँ पे कौन कौन आएगा पहले लेवल पे? 2, 4 आएगा क्या? या कुछ गलत कर रहे हैं हम? दो ही नॉन कंपेरेबल एलिमेंट्स है. रुको जरा, दो ही नॉन कंपेरेबल एलिमेंट्स है, तो क्या होगा? दो ही नॉन कंपेरेबल है, तो पहले तो हम उसे ड्रॉ करके देखते हैं क्या आएगा. यस, उसके बाद 2 डिवाइड्स 4 है, सो 4 उसके ऊपर आएगा सर पे. 3 डिवाइड्स 6 है एंड 2 डिवाइड्स 6 इज ऑल्सो देयर. देन वी हैव 4 डिवाइड्स 8 and by transitivity 2 divides 8. Then we have 6 divides 12. So we by transitivity 3 also divides 12 and 4 divides 12, right? And then we have 24. So this is not a cube. Are you getting it? Are you getting the Hayes diagram? Because we have only 2 comparable elements, non-comparable elements. If we have 3 non-comparable elements, then we get a cube. So tell me what is the LUB of 4 and 6? Least upper bound of 4 and 6. What are the upper bounds of 4 and 6? 4 and 6 के अपर बाउंड्स कौन कौन है? कॉमन देखने हैं हमें, कॉमन डिवाइड, कॉमन ये देखो उसके मल्टीपल्स. 4 divides 12, so 4 is less equal 12. 4 divides 24, so 4 is less equal 24. 4 divides 8, so 4 is less equal 8. अभी 6 का देखते हैं ऐसा ही. 6 is less equal 12 and 6 is less equal 24, right? लेकिन हमें कॉमन चाहिए. 6 does not divide 8, so we will not consider this. Okay, so what are the upper bounds of 4 and 6? क्या क्या upper bounds है? Girls, come on, answer my questions. What are the upper bounds of 4 and 6? उन दोनों के सर पे कॉमन कहाँ कहाँ वो कनेक्ट होते हैं वो देखना है आपको. 12 से कनेक्ट होते हैं और 24 से. So 12 and 24 are the upper bounds of 4 and 6. But 12 divides 24. That is 12 is less equal 24. Therefore 12 is the least upper bound. Do you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
4 और 12 का ग्रेटेस्ट लोअर बाउंड बताओ मुझे. 4 and 12 का ग्रेटेस्ट लोअर बाउंड. फोर एंड सिक्स का ग्रेटेस्ट लोअर बाउंड क्या है? फिनिश राइटिंग दिस. LUB हो गया लिख के सबका. आई वॉन्ट टू इरेज इट. What is the GLB, the greatest lower bound of 4 and 6 from the figure? Can you tell me that? What are the lower bounds of 4 and 6? मतलब 4 और 6 के नीचे वाले लोग देखेंगे कॉमन नीचे वाले. जैसे कि देखो 1 divides 4, so 1 is less equal 4. 1 divides 6, so 1 is less equal 6. ये एक आ गया. So 1 is a lower bound of 4 and 6, right? Now 2 divides 4, so 2 is less equal 4. 2 divides 6, so 2 is less equal 6. So that means 2 is a lower bound of 4 and 6. Now what about 3? Is 3 lower bound of 4 and 6? Is 3 lower bound of 4 and 6? 3 divides 6. 3 is less equal 6. But 3 does not divide 4. So 3 is not less equal 4. So 3 is not a lower bound of 4 and 6. Do you understand it now? So what are the lower bounds of 4 and 6? What are the common lower bounds of 4 and 6? Girls, do you listen to me or not? The lecture is under recording. Why don't you answer my questions? Which are the lower bounds of 2, 4 and 6? 1 and 2 are the lower bounds of 4 and 6. देखो 4 is less equal 4 भी होता है, 6 is less equal 6 भी होता है. बट 4 डज नॉट डिवाइड 6 और 6 डज नॉट डिवाइड 4, सो वो हम नहीं लेंगे, जैसे कि हमने यहाँ पे 3 भी नहीं लिया है. ओके, मैंने वो एक एग्जाम्पल के तौर पे आपको दिखाया कि 3, दो 3 इज एट द लोअर पोजिशन ऑफ 6, यू कैनॉट कंसिडर इट एज लोअर बाउंड बिकॉज 3 और 4 का कुछ कनेक्शन नहीं है. सो लोअर बाउंड्स क्या है? 1 and 2 के 4 and 6, बट sorry, 1 and 2 are the lower bounds of 4 and 6, but 1 is less equal to भी है ना? Yes or no? Therefore,
Yes.
2 is the GLB. Okay, जो यहाँ पे होता है फिर वो GLB होता है. Okay, and yeah. So अगर आपने ठीक से देखा तो 4 और 6 का GCD क्या है बताओ मुझे. What is GCD of 4 and 6?
2.
2, and that is equal to GLB of 4 and 6. Please remember this. So whenever you have D type का set, D type का, तो उन दो नंबर्स का GCD मतलब GLB होगा हमेशा. GCD will be GLB and LCM will be equal to LUB. Whenever you have DN set, okay, please remember this. उन दो एलिमेंट्स का GCD ढूंढ लो. Okay, we will continue with lattices in the next lecture at 2:50. Okay? Okay, girls.